Hey everyone, it's Lex Lianos with Compass in Northern Virginia, and I'm back with another video. Before we get into it, please do me a favor and subscribe. Hit one of the buttons. I would really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be talking about making a great first impression when selling your home. Studies have shown that people make up their minds within seconds of seeing something. So if you want to keep buyers captivated from the moment they walk into your house, it's important to make a great first impression. Number one, distance yourself emotionally. If you want to sell your house for the most amount of money, it's important to disconnect yourself emotionally. Hire a professional. Step aside. Let the professional prep and guide you to presenting your house in its best light. If you stay too connected to it, you're not going to make the necessary changes to maximize your dollar. Number two, focus on curb appeal. The first 10 seconds when you drive up to a house is critical. Go out and take a look. Take a picture. What do you see? Do you see overgrown bushes? Do you see dirty windows? Do you see peeling paint? None of those things are going to be appealing to a prospective buyer. So it needs to be crisp, clean, and well manicured, landscaped, etc. So the first impression is your best impression. You could do things like removing debris, fallen tree branches, those types of things. Get a brand new mailbox or paint your mailbox. Get new house numbers, a new door knocker, a new doorbell, video doorbell or ring doorbell are really popular right now. That would be a worthwhile investment. Patch cracks in the driveway, all those types of things. Plant some fresh flowers so the house looks warm and inviting when people walk up to it. Number three, get rid of as much stuff as possible. Now, it shouldn't be too sparse, but if you have a lot of furniture or oversized furniture, you're going to want to dial that back a lot. You want to have clear walking flows for people to walk through the house. You're also going to want to depersonalize to some extent. Now, I don't believe in totally neutralizing the house so that it has zero personality. People want to walk into a house and feel that people have loved living there and have had happy lives living there. But if you've got a wall or a whole room plastered with every single drawing that your child has ever made, probably too much. A few key pieces that look nice, or maybe frame them, etc., would be great. But other than that, you should dial it way back. Number four, now this may seem obvious, but it's not. Fix the broken stuff. Stuff that you've ignored or don't think is a big deal or have just walked by for the last 10 years, like a broken light switch that you just worked around or an outlet or those types of things, you should fix them. Even if it doesn't really bother a buyer, it's going to register somewhere in their mind that maybe there's some maintenance items that have been neglected, like major maintenance items like roof or HVAC, if they see broken other small little things. So the details matter in this regard. Couple specific items. Check for leaks. A drippy faucet may indicate to a buyer that there are leaks in other places in the house that they can't see. Check for loose door handles and wobbly cabinet hinges. Caulk around tubs and sinks. Last but certainly not least, light bulbs. I can't tell you how many times I go into houses with light bulbs that are out, or 20-watt light bulbs, or light bulbs that take 20 minutes to warm up. Not every house has got lights turned on when an agent walks up to it, and you may not be there to turn on all the lights before you leave, and on and on. So a buyer walks in, their agent turns on the light, and you've got one of those lights that takes forever to light up. Meanwhile, the buyer's perception is the house is dark. It's not what you want. You're going to spend a little bit more electricity on these high wattage bulbs, but it's well worth it. Number five, appeal to all the senses. This is an important one, and it's often overlooked. It's not just the eyes, it's the nose. If there's any smells, you have pets in the house, do you cook with strong spices? Music, you want to be careful about what music you play, but something neutral and calming and pleasant. Pleasant odors in the house. People always say, bake cookies before people come over. That's not realistic all the time, but the house should smell good. It should sound good. It should just feel good. The temperature is really critical. There's some people that like it warmer. If it's hot in the summertime, you should have it like an ice box in there. I know, again, it's going to cost you a little bit more in electricity. Even if you like to keep it at 78, you're going to want to keep it at 68. People walk into a house that's warm and they think the AC doesn't work right. Number 6, keep the house in show-ready condition at all times. The market is super hot right now and houses don't stay around forever, so this is not too much of a burden, but some houses do stay on for 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks. You're going to want to keep it, even though this is a pain in the tush, you're going to want to keep it show-ready all the time. A lot of agents don't do their homework, or their clients just call them at the last minute, they want to see a house, and frequently, more often than not, you only get an hour or maybe a couple hours notice of a showing coming up. And if you've got dishes in the sink and all that stuff and kid stuff strewn everywhere, you're not going to make a great impression on the buyer. So while a pain and frustrating to always keep up the house, it's well worth it. I hope these tips were helpful, and I hope you hire a professional to market your house. I can't stress that enough. Professionally marketed houses sell faster and they sell for more money. If you ever have any questions, we would love to chat with you. No charge, no commitment, no obligation. Please call me. The number's on the screen. I would love if you would subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and we hope to catch you next time. I have lots of videos on here on a bunch of different subjects, so please check those out as well. And I look forward to catching you next time.